Okay, to update the Newborns in Need website, we are going to go to the link that I will provide to you in your email. When you go to that link, you will find that you'll land on this page, which is the login page for the back end of your website. You'll see up here in the top left, you'll see NBIN, which stands for Newborns in Need Administration. You'll use the username and login that I gave you the day that I came to your house. If you can't remember it, I can make you a new one, or I can reset your password for you. You'll click login. And sometimes you'll run into this problem, and it's not really a problem, but you'll click login and nothing will happen. Or it'll redirect you and say try again, or it'll just give you an error. Usually on the second time it will work. There you go. And it shows that I logged in twice over here on the right under logged in users. You can just ignore that. It's not a big deal. I don't know why. It's just something that has something to do with the cookies in the browser. So going to continue. We're going to update the news section, which is on the home page of your website. You can see everything here is basically what you're going to need. And this menu at the top is basically everything that's here, but in more detail. So all your content, you can see your categories, your sections, your articles. You can see your menus, your main menus, the menu at the top. The left navigation are the links to your external links to like the hospitals and stuff, and they show up on the left-hand side of your page. But we're going to update the news section, so we're going to want to go to Content and Article Manager. And I'll try and take my time with this so that you don't fall behind or miss a step. So you can see here, after clicking Article Manager, you can see a list of all the articles that are currently on the website. These are the pages and the news and pretty much everything that's on your website. It's about 90% of the information is right here that will be on your website. Over to the right, these drop-down menus, your section, and your category, they'll really help you stay organized when you're wanting to edit something or edit a portion of the website, because as this list grows, especially as you add news, and you have 50 articles and 100 articles in here, it's going to be harder and harder to find those, to edit them, or to, just it makes it more difficult because there's more of them. So you can break it down by section and say, I want, of course, Newborns in Need. That's the website, so you're always going to select that. And then under category, you're just going to select news. And right now we don't have anything posted under news, so you don't see anything. But if I wanted to see the site content, which are all your pages, which like your About Us, your drop-offs, things like that, I would go to Site Content. And there you can see the site content. About Us, packets and layouts, wish list, drop-off locations. And this is a news article I made yesterday by mistake, and I'm going to delete it. Okay, now let's go back to the news portion. So you can see again, there's nothing here. That's what we're about to create. So the first thing I'm going to do to create a news article to update the news on the home page is I'm going to go to New and click it. And it's going to bring me into an article update, or an article, or a new article, basically. So let's say we want to create, I'll just do some dummy text for now, new news article. And just like the page before, these drop downs are the same. So you're going to always want to select Newborns in Need. So Newborns in Need is the section. And then news is the category within the section. So news, highlight slider, and site content are all inside of Newborns in Need. So we're going to select news because that's where we want it to be, is in the news. And we will type, this is a new news article, and I am going to post it on the home page. Just like that. So this is the title. This is what will be the big blue text on the page. The section, let's not forget, category, news, and published, we want yes. So we always want yes for published, otherwise it won't show up at all. And then on the front page, we want to select yes. And the reason we want to do that is because we want it to show up on the front page. Okay. Now, if you want to get a little bit more detailed, you can write a small description here of what the article is actually about. And I'm just going to put this as a test article. And then you might want to put some keywords in, like homepage. In your instance, you might want to put baby, St. John's, all depending on what is actually in the article. You don't want to just put any keyword in there. You want to use keywords that are in your article, because this is going to help you get found on Google. These are not these two boxes aren't something that show up on your page. They're just something that will show up on Google. So if somebody searches your name in Google and this page comes up, this is the information that's going to show on Google. And you could just say, this is an article about babies that have been brought to St. John's and that we have met their needs. You know, just something like that. And then on the keywords, you can put babies, St. John's, so forth. Just something that will help it get found. These are not mandatory. You don't have to do this. It just helps. Okay, so we've done everything that we need to do to get this new article started. And I'm going to hit apply. The apply button will keep us in the article for editing. The save button will bring us back out and to see the list of articles. So I'm going to hit apply. And you can see here, you got your information that says successfully saved changes to article, new news article. So we know that it's saved. Now, I want to see the page, so I'm going to hit over here, preview. What I suggest doing is hitting or opening a new tab or a new window. Let me see here. Let me see what happens. Nope, it opens up a new window for you, so you won't need to do that. So now you can see we're on the home page, and because I selected it to show on the home page, here is our article, and that's where it will show up. Alright, I will have another video for you on how to update your pages.